Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Cornelius. With me, your host, Cornelius Patrick O'Sullivan. I'm delighted to be here today.
Thanks very much.
I'm joined by two very special guests. Well, one very special guest and a guest then as well. I'll bring on the guest first of all. It's Peter. And
that's my build-up, is it?
Your build-up, yeah.
Jeez, thanks very much. I appreciate it.
We have a very special guest then on the podcast. He's my firstborn son, first of three.
Wait, are we saying special as in special? Or are we saying special as he means something to you?
Special as in he means something to me.
Very good.
And I actually also think he's a very special person as well. He's got a great personality, a great spirit, a great mind. And he's very good at soccer. So yeah, special.
It's very kind of you. Thank you.
You're very
Thanks.
welcome.
It's the nicest you ever said. There's nice things you ever said about me ever.
There you go.
As a dad now, you win.
Yeah.
That's a good
I'll
start.
take that for the day. I'll take that for that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage my son, Dylan Thomas.
Where are we?
Good.
That was a good build-up, yeah. Appreciate it. Fair play.
I know about it.
Mine was a bit low-key, but that's fair enough. You know, I'm regular.
I kind of hyped you up a bit too much, I felt.
Remember last time you introduced me in the comedy show? It was you slagged me for about 2 minutes, and then you got them to stop applauding. So there's this awkward silence as I stepped on stage. That was very nice.
Most people would hate that intro. You kind of
I
reveled
enjoyed
in
it,
that
yeah.
kind of stuff.
Do you know what I want to do? I want to just shake your hands for like 5 minutes, and we just continually shake our hand. That's what we should do next time.
Yeah. If I did that to any other comedian, there'd be uproar within the comedy community. They'd be like, "Who does he fucking think he is?" Whereas you were like, "Yeah, class."
Yeah, I'd expect nothing less from you.
Yeah.
No, that's the way it goes.
It is Thursday. We are in the good room in my house, and we are doing a podcast. We did a podcast with these. I did a podcast with these two lachicos. We were trying to determine when it was. When was the last one? Can you remember, Dylan?
I think it was after COVID. Just
yeah,
after.
I think so too. Yeah.
After COVID. So we're talking the guts of 2 years.
Yeah.
So what?
I haven't seen you in
I think
ages.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's the last time I saw you.
You're massive. Stand up there so they can see like massive quads. Like a track cyclist quads.
You don't have to stand up. Don't take any.
I'm just saying.
And do you know what? If he says something to you, you can fucking say something back to him. He's saying you're massive, like.
Yeah, that's a compliment, like.
Oh,
No,
is it?
Nobody's ever said that about
A lot
you.
of
I
people
suppose.
said I'm massive.
Well,
and I don't think it's,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's not a compliment.
Like, it was a good thing you went deeper into it, like, because you just kind of stopped at massive. Do you know, that could be construed anyway, like. Do you know,
Massive quadriceps.
Quadriceps. Okay.
Quadriceps.
Do you know
Are
what
they
that
not
means?
quadriceps?
Good God. Should we ignore him or?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Quadriceps, but are they not called quadriceps? That's how I pronounced them growing up. Quadriceps.
Do you know what you do?
Quadriceps.
You never say that openly or out loud, okay?
This podcast is called Quadriceps.
That's a good title for it,
And it's dedicated to my son, the special Dylan Thomas, and he's massive quadriceps.
This topic of today's conversation now is just legs.
And if you're listening to this and you're like, oh fucking hell, I wish I could see Dylan's quads, you can, because we're on YouTube now as well.
Well, you should do a patronage for that. Extra bonus material.
Would you take the pants off for?
Oh, Jesus.
Uh,
I mean, you can.
showing this content like here. What's the fee for that?
I'll tell you what.
We'll talk about
we'll
that.
talk about the fee, but
Yeah.
like in theory, you're up for it.
Just make it shorts. The normal,
right.
like, I don't. The way you
Price is right. The price will be
Okay.
very right.
I'll have to consider it. So, yeah.
Well, look, it's sometimes you need to find a side hustle. Side huddle. We're in a kind of a side huddle here.
uncomfortable level up to 10.
The level of uncomfortability just.
I can feel myself tightening up.
And I'm kind of loosening up.
Yeah, you get more in your element here. Yeah, that's nice.
You get very erratic.
Yeah.
I'm very erotic.
Erratic.
Oh, erratic. Okay, because that would be weird if I was erotic with you. You're my fucking son. That would be very Roman Empire.
I started watching a new show actually with Anthony Hopkins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs.
No, no, it's a bit related.
He must be in his 90s now, is he?
Jesus, he's well in his 80s, isn't it? Yeah. It's about the Roman Empire. Yeah, it's on Amazon. I've watched about 10 minutes of it.
Any good?
Too much CGI, look nonsense. But the ratings were kind of
Do you know
hit
what,
miss.
man? Fuck CGI. Too much CGI
Ruins it.
What's wrong with just watching humans doing stunts and stuff like that? Like,
Yeah, well, there was one part that was eaten by a tiger, so I suppose the CGI was necessary there.
All right, okay.
You know, but I agree with you. Set design and costumes are way better than fucking
Way better.
overdoing the CGI.
And like sometimes you don't have to see the tiger rip the skull off of the fucking neck, you know.
Yeah, it was rubbish.
Sometimes what's behind, like just behind the door, your imagination is way worse than what reality is.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, no. So it's supposed to be already okay, and so I give it a miss.
Yeah,
10 minutes.
Is that a thumbs down for that?
It's a thumbs down, but again,
new Anthony Hopkins. We do on this podcast, guys. We do a lot of reviews. This is like you watch 10 minutes of this. They probably spent millions and millions.
Yeah, huge amount. Yeah.
On
So you
CGI.
watch 10 minutes of this show. And
I'm
you're
judging
you thumb down.
10 minutes. I'm
Is that,
judging.
is that
10
enough?
minutes.
Is that enough time to give something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. Now, Dylan, what are you watching at the moment?
Nothing at the moment. I was talking to you about that Mindhunter series I watched on Netflix. I thought it was very interesting.
Based on true story.
Yeah.
Did you watch? Would you like give it longer than 10 minutes?
Oh, 100%, yeah. Like some things are very slow to get into, but then once you give it a chance, do you know.
Well, okay. Did you
I'm not
direct
having
this
a
show?
go,
Or
I'm
something?
just saying, do you
Are
know
you
what I
involved in this show with Hopkins or something?
Oh, well, he's very good in the Mask of Zorro. Do you know, that's all I really know him from.
Have you ever seen Silence of the Lambs?
I haven't. No, that's meant to be a horror film.
It is, but it's fucking very good. Buffalo Bill.
They
I
say if
haven't.
you change the music in that Silence of the Lambs, it turns out to be a comedy.
I saw a TikTok where they turned it into a romantic comedy and they just took little clips of it and turned stuff. It was actually hilarious.
That's
But
very
it's
good.
very yourself and Sean should watch that. It is fucking brilliant.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs. It's really good. It's like a psychological thriller. It's about a serial killer. So
We went to see Twisters actually in the cinema not so long ago.
Was that good?
It's basically about like in America, like these tornadoes trying to stop them from destroying like towns in the west.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wasn't really. Shauna liked this, but I wasn't too.
Is it stupid, like?
Tom to
It's kind of like
down.
Tom. It's kind of like in the middle, like you know. If you're into that kind of thing, like I wouldn't have been. You know, they kind of really dramatize it. Now I know it destroys people's lives and homes and things like that, but when it has like
For entertainment value, it's great.
It, well,
You
you
weren't
know,
entertained.
not for myself, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't. Like I'm sure other people.
And
would
those
like it, you know.
people's lives were devastated,
Yeah.
but you weren't entertained by it. Okay, fair enough. How about yourself?
Twisters.
You like stuff with wind?
What was the movie again? There was an old Twister movie. What was the name of it again?
The Wizard of Oz.
That's the one. Although I seen Wicked.
That is a.
I seen Wicked on Broadway.
I'd actually love to see Wicked. To tell me, I've never seen it, but I only recently found out that it's about the fucking Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I think it's set. Is it before or after? I should probably know. 1 second.
Probably before, because she gets killed. Doesn't she get killed? The Wicked Witch of the East. Gets
Oh
killed.
yeah, so
The
this
house lands on her.
This is set beforehand.
That's
yeah.
probably how it ends, then, is it?
Actu-
Wicked. Is it? This is the house.
No,
That's how it ended.
no. Wicked is actually. Wicked is very good. It
Musical.
kind of ends in a kind of good vibe sort of thing. But it's very good. Yeah, we got front row tickets.
Where'd you see it?
New York.
New York, New York. And was it? How were the tickets expensive? How did you get front row tickets?
Yeah, probably very expensive.
Yeah, Claudia paid for them, so did she?
She did, yeah. She funds all my endeavours
And the flights over to America
as well as she
Yeah.
she obviously digged
all
into
the
her
food and
pockets.
accommodation.
She did, yeah. No, in
Yeah.
fairness. No, what?
Chip-
Did you contribute at all, Pete?
Sorry, what?
Did you contribute at all?
Do you know, sometimes a company is just enough, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
A
true.
personality, like.
His company is worth a good bit, isn't it, Pete?
Would you put a monetary price on it, would you?
A trip to New York, all expenses paid, hotels, foods, front seats at shows, and anything else your heart and wish desires.
I mean,
That's how much your company's worth.
thanks very much. I
you know.
appreciate that.
I know, it's no problem.
But
It's no
monetary
problem.
wise, no, nothing.
No, zero.
Okay.
Yeah,
Zip.
just my personality.
Which is worth the moon. You know?
You can't put a price in.
Seemingly,
Try
anyway.
and put a price on it, and I'll tell you you're wrong. Just put a figure on it there. What you think his personality is worth?
Imagine I was
A
spending
million.
No, wrong. Miles wrong.
higher.
Way higher. Way higher.
Are you on drugs or?
Yeah.
You could smell it when you came in the door. Fucking marijuana ponging out the room like.
How dare you? How dare? There was actually a plumber inside there doing some plumbing, and there was a smell of jazz cigarettes off him, and I was like,
What was he doing plumbing in the sitting room?
I don't know.
There's no, you should look into that.
Putting a washing machine in there. Just to save time from walking into the kitchen.
He's very efficient, yeah.
Sure, look, listen, thank you. So you don't really like to give things if you're inside the movie now, if you went to the cinema,
I go just during the day, weekday, so there's nobody else there. Way better.
love doing that.
Yeah.
I've done it there once this year, but I used to do it before I had kids all the time.
Very expensive though, the cinema, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like just a little oasis.
Yeah.
Especially in the middle of the day.
When do you go there?
went-
You're way younger than us. And
Actually, I have a
you're going
buddy
to
who
date.
works in there, so I got the tickets for free, so we just had to pay for the popcorn and the drink. It was only
Probably
13
shouldn't
euro.
mention
Still giving out about how expensive
No,
it was.
otherwise though, yeah. Otherwise, if I didn't by chance meet my friend who was working,
Yeah.
I probably would have been.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Adam Regan, yeah.
Adam.
Adam.
But Probably
Very good
shouldn't be
guy.
giving away free tickets.
You're not great at the old FIFA, Adam, and but you could leave us in, myself and Pete,
to see Twisters.
to see Twisters.
Well, let's pick a decent movie.
Well, I didn't put a thumbs down. I kind of gave it.
Again,
What was that thing in Rome again? I know there was this as well, wasn't there? But this is wrong.
So that means kill him,
Yeah.
right? If you put the thumbs down, the Caesar would basically
this as well.
there'd be a gladiator would fight and he'd get the better of another gladiator.
Now, what do we think about Gladiators 2 then coming out?
Actually, looking forward to the first one. I love.
I think sorry to cut across you. We're on about.
No, it's just that's grand.
Well, we're still on the same topic, though, aren't
Well,
we? Really?
Yeah, no, we just branched out.
Yeah, I was just
into something
explaining.
interesting.
I actually had a bit of facts there, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Go on.
Okay, yeah. So thumbs down, kill him. Thumbs up.
When I
it's
see,
fine.
I
Leave
think
him
it
alone.
would be misinformed. I think that this is one of the.
I don't think they ever go that way. Though.
I think so. Yeah,
I think they started that.
I think this is.
And that means let's keep him alive. Thumbs up, and that is executed.
Yeah, see, that's what we always thought. But I'm sure that this.
You think that's executed?
This is taking over one of them. I just can't remember which one because we were always thought this or this.
It's like in some parts of the East, the Orient, shaking your head means yes.
Oh yeah, in India, they go, can you do this for me? No problem. And then it takes you a minute or two to go, is he saying no or is he?
That means yes.
They do a bob, they do a head bob. Like
Yeah.
this. They do so naturally like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Or
Yeah.
I can do it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you could be right, but like who knows? We'll never know now because Dylan's talking about Gladiator 2. Who's playing the Gladiator? Who's playing Gladiator?
Ridley Scott
Paul
movie.
Mescal.
The Irish fella.
Yeah,
With the shorts.
I think he's like the young fella from the first movie. He was like
Maximus Meridius.
no, he's died.
He's dead. So what's the premise of this movie?
It's like the young fella. It's like
His son.
no, it's the bad fella's son. No. Sorry, actually, no. It's the bad fella who has a sister who had a son. Basically.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
River Phoenix was the bad lad, and
fellas.
he's
No, he's dead. It's
Yeah,
that's
that's
the other
what I mean.
fella.
Yeah.
River Phoenix. No, it's
Okay.
Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah,
He
you're
played
dead
the
right.
Emperor.
River's
So
dead.
okay, we're with. I'm with you. So Joaquin Phoenix,
Yes.
his son,
His sister's son.
his sister's
Nephew.
son,
Nephew. His
So
nephew.
Joaquin's nephew,
Joaquin's nephew.
right? That's Paul Mescal.
Yes.
So Joaquin's nephew is Paul Mescal, and was there kind of a hint that she was having an affair with Russell Crowe in the first one? There was a bit
I
of
think there was something there before
bit of
he got
sexual
married.
tension
There was
between
tension,
them.
but I think Russell was very loyal to his wife.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a son then, and they were both murdered.
They were murdered.
Yeah.
By Joaquin.
Jesus Christ, Joaquin.
Yeah, remember he did say my name is Ludicis, but I said boom boom boom.
You killed my father. Oh no, that's Princess.
That's
Bride.
Princess Bride.
My name is Hontayo Montana. You kill my father. Prepare to die.
That's a very good Spanish accent, in fairness.
You kill my father. What is his name? It's not one.
Inigo Montoya, isn't it?
Oh, well done. Yeah, I think
Inigo
that's
You
Montoya.
made me watch that, actually. I really liked it.
Did you really like it?
Yeah, I did like it, yeah.
Yeah. Under the Giants in it too.
Yeah, he died shortly after, didn't he?
No more rhyming
Yeah,
now. I mean
yeah.
it.
He was.
Does anybody have a peanut? It's one of the greatest. I think it's in my top 10.
Yeah, I know it's
Princess's
classic. Yeah.
Bride. It's fucking brilliant.
Classic, yeah.
It's got it all. It's got intrigue.
It's the grandfather reading the story. It's kind of very wholesome.
You always wanted to be that boy in the bed, like where
He was sick though. I didn't really want to be sick.
Well, you didn't want to be sick, but he only had the cold. He only had the
I suppose he had the chords. Yeah. Kevin Arnold from Wonder Years.
As is. Where's he at now? He was actually in a TV show there a few years ago. I turned it off after 10 minutes. It was shit.
Apparently, they got in some sort of trouble into himself and the brother in the Wonder Years, the older brother. Apparently, they were kind of doing something with one of the staff or kind of making her feel uncomfortable. It came out years later. Yeah, well, some people are saying that the girl that played the mother in the series, she said it was all nonsense. But apparently, there was a few stories about that, yeah. But who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows?
Lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song.
He does this a lot.
I'll try not to sing.
This is when you try to think of new content to come up.
No, that's
when you break up into
that's the
the
theme
sound.
song to the Wonder Years.
Okay, I haven't seen
so
it.
It's actually.
It's on TG
it's
Carr,
in
Happy
context,
6.
actually. Okay?
Okay.
I don't see you bringing any nuggets of.
Well, you
glory
interrupted
to
him when he brought up the fucking.
Well, I wanted to talk
new
about Gladiators
movie.
too, and now you're on about. what's
Well,
that
I
show
want
you
to
just
Years.
talk
said?
about the actual thumbs up or thumbs
I was
down.
still on the topic
That
of
was very
Gladiators stuff.
relevant.
Relevant.
You brought up
I
the
get
Wonder Years.
by with a little help from my friends.
It's a classic show. That it's actually really good.
What about Troy? Because I watched that recently as well.
I watched that recently as well.
Troy is very good.
So-
I'm like, they're both kind of similar enough in terms of warfare and that kind of thing? Like, you know, back in
you have to talk into that.
What would you rate better as a movie?
Oh, Gladiator. Gladiator is one of my all-time favourites. Yeah, the soundtrack is amazing.
Oh, Hans Zimmer,
is amazing.
excellent. Yeah, he's
Hans
very
Zimmer.
good.
Is he still alive?
He's still going. Yeah. Did you ever watch Interstellar? You did.
Interstellar, yeah.
The soundtrack for that is excellent as well.
Brilliant. He does great stuff. Did you watch Interstellar?
He does Pirates of the Caribbean as well. Then just changed it up completely. Pirates of the Caribbean.
I haven't watched Interstellar. Is it good? I've listened to the score to it. No, I've often sometimes when I'm writing, I'll put it on. It's actually brilliant.
Oh, you should definitely watch it.
Yeah,
is it
100%?
There's just one scene
in McConaughey and it's excellent.
Oh, it's brilliant. When they land on this planet, there's a big giant wave approaching.
Yeah, is it really good?
Oh,
I always thought it was
10 out of 10.
Oh, it's like I think it's like the top 3 on IMDb or something like that. Yeah. It's like it's fairly highly rated. Like
Interstellar.
There we go. Yeah.
So is that a thumbs up from the two of you?
Anne Hathaway is also in it. I think.
Yeah, is that her? Is that her name?
Anne Hathaway, isn't it?
Yeah, you could be right.
Anne Hathaway.
Do you?
I absolutely love Anne Hathaway.
She's in it anyway, so you're definitely going to watch it after
and
this
I do
podcast.
like and Matthew McConaughey. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was very good in it as well.
He's very good too. Yeah, he's the dead.
I watched another one similar enough with Matt Damon. He's like stranded on a
that's
Mars.
the Martian.
The Martian. That's also very good.
That with Noel. That was actually very good. Where he started to grow his own food and stuff.
Yeah, that was very good.
And then, like, what was it? 1 in a billion chance that. Well, I suppose listen. If you're listening, turn off now because I'm about to spoil it.
Yeah, this is the spoiler alert.
He gets saved.
No way.
But it's very unrealistic. Like, it was very good now, but it's very unrealistic.
I love all those space movies. Yeah, they're very good.
Like, but it just goes to show astronauts have to be very brainy, don't they? Like, because he was very brainy.
Well, yeah, I mean,
to solve all the problems.
You're not going to be a jock and then become an astronaut. Like,
imagine one of us. Fucking stranded in Mars.
Oh, we're dead.
We're fucked.
Within seconds.
We're fucked. I just take the fucking. I said, there's no point. I'll just take this off.
I wouldn't be able to even explain the problem. You know, I'd be like, I don't know what to say.
I'd be like looking for the Mars bars. I'd be like, where are the Mars bars?
I believe that.
How would you actually cope though before you die? Like the amount of loneliness you must be feeling in this vast, like enormous.
Sure, ask Colin. He deals with it daily. Well,
what was the question? What was the question?
Loneliness. How do you deal with it?
How do you deal with loneliness? I think loneliness is a human condition. I think you could be surrounded with people and be with loved ones in a room and be very lonely. You know, loneliness is it's a state of mind. And I think it's
okay. Let's bring it up. Come on, bring it up.
Yeah.
Bring up the energy.
Thumbs up. Loneliness is a state of mind. I hope that's helped you, son. Any more heart to hearts? You just come my way. Now the birds and the bees.
I'd step over this.
Pete, take off your clothes. We're going to just put a.
Yeah, no, I've reached my limit.
Brand nickers on Pete, and we're going to pretend he's your. Okay, all right. Forget about it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. I was just having a normal conversation on the phone with my wife before I left, and now this.
You must have a fetish for quadriceps or something like that.
Well, if you open your fucking legs any wider, myself and Pete will be out the fucking window.
A small couch.
Yeah, well, we all have the same fucking leg room, bro.
Is this better for you? Is this better?
I feel like I'm tiny in between the two of you fucking
You're not tiny.
Thanks.
You're expanding all the time. Daily.
Do you have more leg room now?
I think I have the same amount. Look, we have the same. We all have a cushion, right? And that is our space.
Yeah.
So if you're you're right at the edge of your cushion. I'm just kind of. I think it's okay to have it.
You've very fucking small legs, don't you?
What's wrong with them, man?
No, they're tiny.
You have to walk away. I'm fine.
Yeah, well.
You should see my calves, Dylan. Tell him about my calves.
Big calves.
He does have big calves, though, in fairness. Okay, it'd be a bit weird to show him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. But they are actually.
No, I won't.
They're meaty calves.
I had meat. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been working a lot on them.
No, it's just genetic. There was no work at all on them.
Yeah. I
just
come from a line of long calves. What's this podcast about, anyway, guys? Does anyone like we've literally?
What do we mean? We're 18
20 minutes.
20 minutes. This
halfway
is the
through it,
preamble.
nearly.
We're nearly halfway through it. What are so what have you been doing for the last 2 years? I'm intermediate. I've met you now within the last 2 years. I know what you're up to. I'm kind of the matchmaker between your two last souls over the last 2 years, Pete.
We were chatting in the car. Yeah, we got through that. Yeah.
Did you get it all
done? Yeah.
We caught up fairly well.
Yeah, we caught up fairly well.
Yeah.
We said we wouldn't save it for this because they don't deserve to hear what's happening in their real lives.
Yeah.
You know, this is just a
facade.
A facade that we try.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We were discussing. I won't even say it. just heavy discussions, heavy topics.
DMCs, deep, meaningful conversations.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to go any further.
Yeah.
Do you have many DMCs now?
No.
No.
I don't know.
I never
Just
heard it.
when I meet P for after 2 years, you'd have one then, like, just to catch up.
We're such good friends. It felt like yesterday.
Yeah. It actually does, though.
Yeah, it does
it
feel
did.
like
It didn't feel like 2 years ago. You
Yeah.
were sat
Do you know,
and-
there can be certain awkwardness there sometimes, but with the two of us, it's easy. For yourself, then, I just find it just work all the time.
Let me sing you a song.
That's the same song as earlier.
That's the same song as earlier.
Did you ever change it up?
Look it on TG Carr, half
TG
to 6.
I will try not to
Every
sing out of key.
what day? It's on-
Monday to Thursday.
Okay. Is it in Irish?
No, it's in English. Yeah,
Is it still called TG Carr?
it's TG. Well, it is TG Carr.
Did
Yeah,
not change it.
Might be TG4. How are you doing? Eh?
I've been better.
It seems like you're mad for attention, trying to get in there.
So actually, we do have something to bring up. Myself and Pete do a podcast now every week, Dylan, right? And
Okay.
he's a regular. He's now gone into the regular. You're nearly up with Noel now. He's very regular.
Still don't get paid. No mandatory sort of.
Speaking of pay,
that's
right?
a shame.
Speaking of pay, we do a bet every week. We
Okay.
pick out a bet, and we've done maybe 7 or 8 episodes now, and we keep score. The bet is a maximum of €10. We pick a sporting event. He picks one side, I pick the other side, and the score now at the moment is €35. I'm up €35. Take my tenner there, please, Mike. I think.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll just lay down.
He picked last week's event. He picked the tennis match, and he went for the UK.
Okay.
Went for
Well, I'll tell
In
you what I
the
went for.
Olympics, that is.
Olympics. And my heart wouldn't do it. I just couldn't go.
You couldn't go for the
I'll
English.
tell you what I did. I went for Andy Murray, who's a Scottish player.
With Team GB.
Scottish.
I saw something about Rory McIlroy playing for Ireland, but he feels more British. Do you know, he feels more British than Irish. I found that very strange.
Yeah, it's a very strange thing to say.
Hang on a second now.
You can count that out.
1 second now. We have
Yeah.
a rule, and you've broken the rule.
What's the rule?
You have broken the rule.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9. What's this?
10. That's €10.
That's €10.
That's €10.
Now. It is €10,
Yeah.
right? We've a rule about gold coins. You know this rule. This is
Gold coins. Never
we
heard
said-
this rule.
The rule was it had to be in 2s, 1s, or paper. That was the rule at the very start. What's this?
That's money. I would never throw my nose up at any
Now
sort
I'll
of
tell
money.
you, right?
Are you too good for a 20-cent
I'm
coin?
definitely going to take it, but going forward,
Mm.
it's just him. This is a little mind game that he's doing now. He's lost. You've lost, like.
I've lost the.
You're down €35.
It's like half my mortgage.
I'm actually making a good fucking living from this podcast, Dylan. Right? And
You always have been good at gambling, though, haven't you?
sure, look, listen.
That's what you did in a previous life.
I would.
Which I feel you kind of take advantage of, actually. Yeah.
Well, you literally picked the last event. I was feeling sorry for you. I was like, God loves this fella's trying his best. Like, he can't catch a break.
Do you know what I meant?
Look,
I went
he's
for my
like-
heart.
He was like, fucking, he's running, he's putting in the effort. You can see the strain in his face. And he's just useless. Let's give him a bit of an encouragement.
Could you soften that word a little? Could you, that description?
He's just not great at anything.
What bet are you going to put on for next week?
So that's the question now, Pete.
Would you do the Community Shield? Or is that
Who's playing in
Oh,
that?
that's
Man
a good
United
idea.
and Man City? We spoke about it on
I'd
the way
probably
out.
go with Man City.
Would you go for Man City?
He's too scared.
Well, you see, this is the thing is, we have to agree on the bet. That's the deal.
Okay.
The bet has to be
You're not
agreed.
agreeing on it, so
So
fair.
I give you Man City, but I need a 2-0 lead.
I'll give you.
3-0 actually, sorry.
I'll forget about it.
2-0, go on, so 2-0.
I know what you're trying to do. Oh, wait, 2-0. It could have been 3.
Well, I'll give you a 2-0 lead, and like that's what I'll give you.
I'll tell you what.
End of story.
Man City, for me, Man City to win, but if it goes to penalties, you win.
No. Man City would probably win 4 or 5-0. Do you know the way Man City, especially because Man United,
Man City are notorious for starting off slow in the season.
They do. They do.
Yeah,
That's
but
why I like your knowledge here, though.
but they also lost to Man United in the FA Cup, so there'll be a little bit of and Pep will want to just like so.
Why don't we bet an Adeleke?
Ooh,
Where
shit,
will she finish up in the 400 metres?
Oh, that's a good bet. That's
Why
a
don't
good
the three of
bet.
us get? Or do you want to get involved?
No, because he mightn't be around next week.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is it every Thursday?
Most Thursdays, yeah. Every Thursday, yeah.
Well, I could do next Thursday.
There we go.
Well, look, Dylan, if you want to get in on the bet, right, it's a tenner, all right? And there's
Coppers.
no coppers, there's no gold coins,
That's a
right?
shame.
If, like, I last 1 week and I gave him a tenner, straight up gave him a tenner. I was like, there you go, that's a bit of dignity there. There's none of this shit, or you won't even be left on the podcast.
What's wrong with that? Then, Sam?
I see nothing wrong with
I get that. There's rules. That's no problem. I want to know. I
it's
want
just
to
a rule.
understand. I want
It's
to understand
it's
it.
just cumbersome.
You can use that though.
No, you can't.
You can use it exactly. You could use that for your sauna there tomorrow if you wanted to.
No, 'cause
throw
I've
it
already-
throw it into the ticket machine.
Well said.
I've already paid for my sauna.
Ticket machine.
The ticket machine for your parking.
Yeah.
I never pay.
What if your customer
I
parking is-
never pay for parking.
You don't pay taxes.
I do pay taxes. I don't pay for the parking.
Okay.
You know,
Well, it would come in handy. You could get a bottle of water or something.
I
Like that.
could, but Dylan, I'm trying
You
to.
could join the kind to charity box.
I could, but again,
You could give it to Harvey or
and
to
I,
Hunter.
well,
He'd be
they
delighted with
get
it.
their wages anyway on the Sunday. They get a
What's
five.
their wage?
they get
That could be
five
their
or five.
wage.
There you go. now.
Give him those 20 cent
Listen
points.
to me.
There's value in every sort of monetary.
That could be
sort
his
of-
lucky coin now.
Yeah, you're making a great point there,
Thank you.
and you were making a great point there as well.
His lucky
Perfect. So
coin.
we ended there. So
Two great points.
thank you.
So now what I'd like to do is just to tell you what the rules are if you want to be in it, right? Okay. The rules are it's a €1 or a €2 coin or a note, €5 or €10 note. That's it. That's how you pay your debt. Or you collect your debt that way as well. So if I'm paying you
Okay.
next week, I'll give you a €5 or a €10 or a
Okay.
2 and a 1. But you have to sign up to that before we do it.
That's fair enough. I
enough.
haven't been watching the Olympics, so if you're happy enough to.
Oh no,
do
we're
that
happy
bit-
for you to get involved, even though your knowledge may not be great.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't-
we definitely love for you. We'd actually love for you to be involved even more.
Oh yeah,
fun.
so that definitely suits me altogether, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
no,
Yeah,
100%,
yeah.
100%, man. Yeah.
Not
So-
the community shield or anything like that. Like,
No, no,
yeah.
no.
Where we
No,
all
no,
where we all support soccer and follow soccer
No,
to some
let me
degree.
say one thing. So
He
it's
doesn't really like soccer.
I know, yeah, but he knows.
but it's the Olympics.
Soccer,
So
I
they
don't.
happen once every 4 years. So let's
Yeah.
let's
And
get
she's
into the spirit
Irish.
of the Olympics, and she's Irish.
Okay.
You
So
know.
I would think she is going to finish fourth.
Where do you think?
Okay, so let's do a bit of because I haven't been watching the Olympics. How
Well-
many people are running in this race?
Okay, there'll be 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
There's one Polish girl to beat her in the
There's 8,
Europeans.
isn't
Yeah, usually 8.
Oh, there's one fastest loser as well. Is there 2 fastest losers?
Yeah, but that could be of the 8. It's just sometimes if there's a dead draw or 4 to finish, they might throw in the 9th. Or
You were saying on the way out there was a person that went AWOL because they were doping.
yeah,
possibly.
there's a
So
girl
that's
from
one person who's looking very
who's
Barre.
phenomenal athlete.
That's
so
the Dominican Republic one, is it?
there's another Dominican Republic.
That's
so
two.
Yeah, so the Bahrain
Let
athlete.
him finish.
I'm just trying to know. I'm trying to get ahead of the game here now.
No, that's
to
good.
see-
So the Bahrain athlete went missing, so she got a 2-year ban for doping. She went missing as she was about to be tested, so obviously she was doing something wrong. So she got a 2-year suspension. She's back now. She ran phenomenally in the semi-final yesterday, so she's going to be probably number 1 along with the Dominican Republic. So they're going to be fighting out for number 1 and number 2. There's a Polish athlete that beat Adeleke in the Europeans. Okay, that could be number 3. Okay, and there's a really good American girl. Probably finished slightly behind Adeleke, so I'm going to say Adeleke is going to finish number 4. I hope she gets number 1, 2 or 3 obviously, but I think she's going to finish 4th. So that's my bet. So I grab number 4.
You grab number 4. What are you grabbing?
I tell you now, right? I agree with everything you just said there. Okay, and I would have gone for 4 also, but I'll go 3
Yeah,
out of patriotism.
Yeah, she could get third, yeah.
I go 3. I just want her to win it. I'd love to. She did well in the Europeans
Second.
as well. She got second in the Europeans. But Europeans are obviously just Europe. This is the world, and as you've just said, all the points you've just made are all valid points. She'd probably finish. She could finish 5th, 4th, or 3rd. I think.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to say 3rd. And who knows? She could have the race of her life.
She could have
the race of her life. So, and she's young. I suppose what's against her is she's inexperienced at this level. It's her first Olympics. But she's training. She's living in Texas at the moment. She's training down in Texas. She's away from she has been away from all the hype. When they're over there, they're all going through that kind of, they're all in the camp, they're all in the village, they're all going through. So she has all that. But I think her prep has been unreal. She's injury free. She was unreal.
I tell you what she does, sometimes she has better finals than semi-finals.
That's why I'm going 3rd.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going 3rd. And she's already won a medal. Now, if you give me, what I'll do, because I'm a gentleman, I'm happy to swap with you. Do you want to swap?
I won't. Remember that Kingston bit? So it's come back to bite you in the arse.
How's that come back to bite me in
Where
the ass?
I actually predicted that he scored 2 points off the bench.
And I also predicted that.
Jumped on it straight away. I had to move the podcast on. It was floundering like we're doing here.
What we'll do now, guys, is we'll encourage you to go back and listen to that podcast, and you'll see
Please.
for yourself. Because every time he starts to tell lies, I just go back and look. Go back and look.
And I'm always,
And then you're
but
the
I'm
next
not always
podcast. You're
proved
like, yeah, you were actually right about that. You were right about that. So I'll go 3rd. And when's she running?
Friday night, 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Friday night. So it'd be great. I'd have that money now.
Do you know what'd be great? No, it'd be 10 each. I'd be regrouping back my money. So it'd be
Jesus.
20.
So yeah, I was thinking that the winner's going to get €20.
Yeah, yeah.
€20.
That's
All right.
That's nice for the money.
It's actually picked up nicely.
And what I think we need to do then is, I think whoever wins the bet, right, the next competition has to be picked by the persons who weren't involved and who didn't win. So there's no advantage to the person who wins. Is that fair?
That's fair.
And the money has to fucking be, that's the last of the fucking golden money or the brown money.
So you nothing wrong with it, but I mean,
fives and tens.
if it offends you, I'll oblige and I'll bring notes.
You know, I just want the easy life, you know. Dylan.
Well, 4 and 3 are taken.
4 and 3 are partially taken.
But
yeah.
you can stand up for yourself here now if you want to. If you say, I don't want to bet on this, you don't have to bet.
But what I would say, a brave soul, what they would do, they'll go, do you know what? Let's get into the spirit of it. Let's make a wager.
That's what he'd say now, because he knows Fort is fairly solid.
I know, understand. This is elite level.
Like I didn't even want to do this particular venue, not venue, but this betting. Instead, I want something like a charity.
And you can,
but I'm obliged. No, I'm happy. I'm happy
sure?
enough. I'm happy enough.
Refuse, though?
No, I won't refuse. Okay, that's fine. I'll say 2. She'll come second.
She'll come second.
Oh, I love it.
Love
I
it.
think she'll
Fair
come
play.
second.
I love it.
I think she'll come second.
Do you know what?
I haven't even seen
for
this
you
woman
making
run.
that bet, I think
I haven't even seen
if
this
you
woman
win,
run.
myself and Connie should give you €15 each.
No, I don't want to be exempt from anything else.
Are you sure?
Yeah, tenner, man.
Once again, my generosity, just
I love it. I thought you were going to go 5th. Very proud of you,
No.
brother. Very proud of
Let's
you.
go for 2.
Yeah.
4.
My little boy.
Very touchy-feely, isn't he? You okay there, Pete?
Yeah, no, I feel good. Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah. Fort is happy with Fort.
Happy with Fort. So okay, so we'll.
But I hope she gets first.
And we all hope she gets first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if she gets first, then we'll say, you all give me a tenner.
Like you're going for 4. You don't even want her to get a medal, really, like that.
No, I'd love if she won a medal, but my head is ruling my heart, because previously my heart has ruled my head, and I'm down €35. Yeah. so for once I have to.
35.
The wife is asking questions now, so I have to fucking bring money back into the household.
Jesus Christ! If I win this, I'll be up 55. That's savage. This is like.
This is a lovely learner for you.
Yeah, I just have to keep getting more.
You're actually making more of this to your patronage.
Just get like, it's foolproof. Just get in a couple of dopes and.
No disrespect, no.
And tell them that to bed it. So we'll finish
It's kind
up.
of funny. You're calling her offspring a dope, like.
Oh, sorry. Well, I suppose I take that back with you. I take that back.
And
So I take it back. You're not a dope. You're actually great. Where are you getting
sure, look,
We'll finish off with we'll talk about so the Olympics are going great.
What's that with the hand?
I don't know. Just trying to make a point because I don't know
Very
what the point
feminine.
is myself.
Very feminine.
Yeah.
Let's be stronger. There you are. Let's finish off with something.
Heil Hudson Bakken. Oh. We talk about the upcoming. What is there much left in the Olympics?
Finishes Sunday. So you got there's bits and pieces left. Actually, there's the relays are left.
Yeah. When's the marathon on?
Marathon's done and dusted.
Marathon dusted.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that it is. No, don't quote me on that. I
thought the marathon was the last.
You actually could be right, Cornelius. Yeah, you could be on the last day now that you say it. Yeah, you're right, because there's a Dutch athlete. What's her name? Hassan.
Yeah.
She's competing in the 10k. She's competing in the 5k, and she's competing in the marathon, all in the same Olympics.
On the same day.
She probably a couple of days apart. She is ridiculous. She's of all the endurance athletes, she's number 1.
What's her name?
Hassan.
We might keep it. That'll be a good. Oh, it'll be over. It'd be nice to fucking have a bet on the marathon because it's so hard. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We've done our thing.
Yeah.
But I love that the marathon is the last one because it is kind of it's an endurance race.
Yeah.
It's the whole Olympics has been it's an endurance series of games like for fucking 3 weeks.
She is very poetic. Fair play.
And it's kind of
Slap by your head.
it's just a lovely little ending to the way it is. I just moving my hands.
He's just drawing circles out with his hands for people listening. On YouTube, you can see the.
But it's. Do you think it's been a good Olympics?
Brilliant, best. And a lot of people focus on the negative aspects about this, and I don't even hear anything about the negative. I've got a buddy who just said, there's something about people trying to buy cocaine or people giving out about the opening ceremony. I don't care. The sport has been amazing, or the athletes being taken advantage of.
What did we think of the opening ceremony? I was in Lanzarote actually when I saw the opening ceremony.
I was fine. I thought it was good, and then people have to bring back the religion and this and that. I just loved it for what it was.
It was. They depicted the Last Supper. So they were like.
So they their modern day interpretation of
yeah.
it. If that
I
was
have
the
nothing wrong. I personally have nothing wrong with it.
I don't
But
care.
As like people who are arguing that it shouldn't be, religion should be taken out of it, have a point. I personally found nothing wrong with it. It was like, you know, they were, you know, there's loads of critics out there for it.
Do you know what I've learned, Cornelius? People are going to complain about everything all the time about everything. No matter what you do.
Correct.
One way or the other, there'll always be complaints.
true.
I've been focused on the sporty aspect. It's been amazing.
It has been amazing.
From judo to shooting, even this, you see me on the clip of this Turkish lad shooting. It's just like a pair of jeans and a fucking one hand in the pocket.
52.
52,
He
no.
got silver for Turkey.
No
51.
fucking.
Was he
I
51?
think it's 51.
I thought he was 52.
Yeah, 51, 52, yeah.
He's like a fucking assassin.
No gadgets, no special glasses. Here I am, lads. Bang, bang. It's just been so many cool sports. Yeah, that's what I focus on.
I really enjoyed the badminton. I thought your man from Cavan, he got knocked out in the quarterfinals. He didn't get a medal.
Against a tough Danish lad.
A tough day, but he'll learn because he won he had three matches in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And he'll have 4 years now, and he'll be back. And I think he could be great for Ireland.
He trains with Cluxon, you know that?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed him. What else did I enjoy? I enjoyed the swimming. I never really much into the swimming. I love the diving. I just think the diving is so cool.
Yeah. They're unreal athletes.
You know,
Gymnastics are cool.
gymnastics.
Simone Biles amazing.
What about yourself, Dylan?
I watched that gymnast from America. She has a documentary.
Oh, Biles? Simone Biles, yeah.
Yeah, it was just some of the things she can do is fairly amazing. Yeah.
Do you know what? And she finished kind of sting of the tail because it's her last Olympics. She didn't win the floor event. She would have been majorly favourite. Andrade, the Brazilian, won that, didn't she? Am I right in saying that?
I think so, yeah. I think she was her main competitor anyway.
Yeah. And she lost it with what you call it as well, the beam. Is that the beam they stand
She
on?
fell off the horse.
She fell off the horse, yeah.
Yeah, she literally did. But she still won. She did a somersault there. It was nearly 3 somersaults.
She's so powerful for the size of her. And the Irish lad didn't win the pommel horse.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
And what's your highlight of the Olympic Games, Pete?
My highlight of the Olympic Games. Oh God. Jeez, what is my highlight? What is my?
No, it's not over. Like we could still win the fucking another 1 or 2 goals, but like as it stands, by the time this comes out,
you didn't even mention the boxing.
That was my one.
Mine was the pole vault.
Keeping that to myself.
Pole vault.
It's gonna say, what about the boxing, you fucking dubs?
No, pole vault. Yeah, Mundo again the world record in his last attempt. A full stadium, probably 75,000-80,000 there.
Yeah.
Nothing else being shown, just the pole vault. So he gets all the attention.
Yeah.
Breaks another world record. So broke the Olympic record in the same day.
Yeah.
That for me was the highlight. He's just a fucking one of the best athletes, and the kind of a sport that wouldn't be really too well appreciated. Like
it's not really
Yeah.
It's not, no.
So for me, that's number one. And of course, RT they switched to the 3-on-3 basketball final while the final of the pole vault was being run.
Yeah.
But of course, I went to Discovery, so I got to see it. But that's typical RT. But that was my highlight.
That's a great highlight.
Yeah.
I know you haven't watched lots of it, but of the bits you've watched, what's your highlight?
I would have to say the boxing, I suppose.
The boxing.
Yeah, when I watched the semi-final and the final.
Yeah.
But just a question there. Do you know the way there was controversy over the Algerian boxer?
I mean, you're small, but just in case.
I thought I was too close. Okay.
He'd find a way to complain.
There's always something.
Yeah, there's always. He's a bit of a prima donna.
He's no space now. He's too much space.
Since he's sold out to every man, I think he's fucking gone into a prima donna. He's like he is like Madonna now.
Do you know? Trying to just dictate how I sit.
This is the way he is now. Like. I go through GA things with him, and people are asking for photos and this and that. Yeah.
He's trying to get attention again.
He just loves it.
That's what he does, isn't it?
He goes,
this is what he does.
Yeah, this is what he does, yeah.
My friend.
People just this and this and this. He freaking loves it. His head just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
You can see it's growing.
Yeah.
It's growing.
We couldn't fit in the car.
No.
We had to wait. We had to hit him with a few slags to deflate it.
Ershtakan, you can come back now.
Yeah. Go on anyway, what were you saying?
What happened with the Algerian boxer?
Is she in a final, Dale?
It's different weight classes, is it?
I felt bad for her in a way as well, because she was. It's just unfortunate. Like I feel bad for everybody, to be honest. And
I totally feel bad for her as well.
The social media really jumped on her. Can you imagine how bad she feels? She probably isn't the most aesthetically pleasing looking person, and imagine them people are just.
And you can totally relate to that, like one, yeah.
And then people are across social media, then people are fucking jumping on her. It's been really mean.
Horrendous.
It's not as if she's a guy and then she go, oh yeah, no, I'm competing against women. It's not like that. So it's very unfortunate for everyone. And I can see the Italians' point of view to put out against her.
She apologised to her afterwards.
Yeah, I think that's
fair. She came back and apologised. And look, she did what she did. And like,
But you get dopes on social media that don't understand or just jump on the bandwagon.
Damn the clue.
Yeah, so it's just unfortunate for everyone.
No, it is. I think she's in the final now, isn't she?
As far as I'm aware, I think she is. Yeah,
I hope
I'm just trying to seek clarity. I saw something about it. Was she originally a man, or was she born a woman, or what's the story? Because apparently she was boxing her opponent and she didn't last very long because she was just too powerful. What actually happened?
The Italian pulled out just
early
after
on.
1 or 2 punches. Yeah, maybe she.
I think it was 16 seconds. Was it?
Maybe she got one punch and thought, you know what, the power.
And it was a powerful punch. I saw the punch. But like, she's a woman.
Is she a woman?
She's a woman. Yeah, she's born a woman.
Born a woman.
She's born a woman, and she's from Algeria, where it's illegal to be transgender. So illegal to be transgender, and like highly frowned upon if you even go down that line. But she was born a woman. I don't know the exact. So, and she identifies as a woman, which is the most important thing as far as I'm concerned. To be totally honest, like
well, for me,
legally,
for me, she was born as a woman is the main thing that I'm concerned about. Wherever she identifies as, but she was born as a woman, so she's a woman. She's a woman.
This is the. I think the whole argument with people on this transgender issue, right, is that there'll be loads of people just transitioning so that they can play fucking basketball for their country and stuff.
That's the one thing I said. Yeah, you know, I think the women's soccer, like there's a lot of athletes that were men changing.
That's very unfair. Yeah,
it's like we said, it's almost exploiting.
I think whatever the rules are, the rules are. It's like the rules with our bet, right? Whatever the rules are, the rules are. And if you break the rules, then you're not allowed, play the game. But if they're within the rules, then they're within the fucking rules. I think it's black and white. I actually think it's black and white. If they're a girl, they're a girl, and if they're not a girl, they won't be left play because the rules say that it's not for. And that's just the way I look at it. But look, we're the three of us dopes are certainly not going to fucking solve it.
I think we'll solve it in 5 minutes.
But getting back to your thing about the Algerian boxer, I hope she goes away and wins the fucking gold. I really do, because she's had so much vitriolic abuse thrown at her, and I thought it was horrendous.
She's a woman. That's it.
And she's a woman, exactly.
That's it. She's competing against women.
All right, let's finish on a positive note. So the Olympics, yours was Katie Harrington. Yours was, I'm trying to think. I think Nat is mine. I just think the whole story of.
You just love him beating the Israeli.
I just loved him beating the Israeli myself at the start, but I just loved how he came to Ireland with his parents when he was 6 from Vietnam. I don't know if you know this guy, right? They live in Navan in County Cavan. So he's like to be like
Cavan or Navan?
Navan. Or sorry, Navan. Yeah, Navan, not Cavan. Sorry, did I say Cavan? Sorry. So grew up Irish and is Irish now, and as much as anybody would be when they moved to a country at 6, has an Irish passport, and came on. They found out he was good at badminton. They set up a club locally so that he could play. He ends up being unbelievable, a prodigious talent. Goes to the Olympics, and in the first game, then he's up against the Israelis, who are fucking. Like just a war machine that are fucking at war against the helpless Palestinians, amongst others at the moment, and are against everything that this guy is. And he just beat them. And myself and Noel and Harvey were jumping around the place. We don't know much about it. I played badminton in school. I played badminton with you. I took you to badminton when you were younger. We enjoyed it. It was something different outside of GA that we did.
Good crack, yeah.
It was good crack, like. And so I played at the school, so I had a little bit of an affinity with it, and I think that was my highlight. Even though we didn't win anything, and I just think it's modern Ireland, and I think it's lovely to see all creeds and religions and races come in, and like we're living in a fucking horrible time in history. Like there's so much, like all the riots and stuff that are going on in England at the moment, and
they all say that though. History, this is probably the safest time in history ever.
And then. Maybe it is, but we're also on if someone presses a button, the whole thing is over.
There's a lot of idiots too.
There is a lot of idiots, and it only takes one idiot to blow up the world. So how safe are we, like, But at the same time, I do personally feel safe, and I feel Ireland is a safe country, and it's a great place to raise your children, and it's a
Commander Rep.
Commander Rep, like, that kind of way, is it?
Yeah. I said rep, but Ra. Okay.
Rep. Yeah. Sorry, Commander Rep, not the Ra. But yeah, so that's my one. Nat is my one, and I think the Olympics have been great. I've really enjoyed it. I haven't watched it as forensically as you have.
Love it.
Because I don't have the fucking
time. Took 2 weeks off work.
I'd love to have done that. That'd been great.
Should have done it.
Yeah, well.
Should have asked yourself, you're the boss. Can I take 2 weeks off? Yeah, yes you can.
No,
done.
Well, I suppose when Claudia is paying for most things, so it's okay to do that. Do you know?
You're back next week for that. Definitely, you're back for that.
Yeah.
But look, to be fair, I know that was like when for years I was struggling with comedy for
Lads,
years.
I'm contributing as well. Don't go down this route. I'm actually doing bits and pieces. Don't mind trying to be on my side. Oh, yeah. Whereas you trying to save me, but at the same time put me down.
No, he is, lads. He's doing chores around the place.
Work hard.
No, in fairness,
He's full time in college.
you're a student now again.
It's
like,
fucking
so it's okay.
narrative. Lord, he jumps on. He pretends to be my friend and fucking on my side. And fucking dig.
No, he does a lot of... Tell him about breaking the bins.
Fuck off. And I thought this was going to be a lovely reunion. Fucking break my balls out of me.
Oh my god, that was brilliant. Tune in next week when we'll have more of this stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks a million. Good night. God bless. Good night.
Good luck.